Pockets too big, they sumo. 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 Put card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pockets too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call it a rumor. Curry is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. Echo back with the my flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like check out the free throw.
Thank you. Set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On second down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Come on, let's go.
Now Wilson on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. These two teams, Colts and Seahawks, they met on a Sunday night a season ago. It was actually the Colts with a 5-point lead at halftime, but then the second half flipped the script. Seahawks exploded, outscored Indy 36-3 on their way to a 46-18 victory. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, it's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the former Seahawk is Robert Turbin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down is Lott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dez Bryant, 28 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, here's Lott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, that's Mack. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Hurry.
They'll try and run. This is Turbin. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Robert Turbin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Tempo.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll run with McKissick, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
There's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pass incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Davis now. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. On the return, it's Josh Ferguson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
His first carry, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On third down, Brissett. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Davis on 1st and 10. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Davis now looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Amari Darboh, complete. 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return is Ferguson. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Penny, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Davis. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They begin the drive with Turbin. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down, Brissett. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Brissett to throw on first. It's complete to Turbin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The carry here for the big tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, Davis firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Davis now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Now Davis throwing on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Davis to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. It's complete. DFWJAY working the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
First down, Brissett. And he's got some space here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a toss play. It's Hines. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Brissett on first down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. Fighting through it, he's got space. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 95 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. On the return is Ferguson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, that's Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. First times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On second down, here's Penny. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, Chris Carter complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. Davis on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Margus Hunt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Davis now. Off play action. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The pitch goes to Penny, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Davis. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Flex round.
A first down throw for Brissett. And this is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep. He's got him in. Complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Kane, 75 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Leopard!
On first down, Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amara Darboh, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Penny. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Davis operating from the gun. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tanner McAvoy, 64 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. This is Hines. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Now Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Kane. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And out now come the Seahawks. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Now Rashad Penny. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run with Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hate it knowing that my thoughts will turn to dream. Cause I never knew I get my chest to liquor. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the
yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm on the it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt. Split a seed. All eyes on me, 400.